Hello and welcome to my airspace. I'm back here in Val Vista and I'm filming this grove of nōpalli cactus, and this group here was, when I reported on it before, had almost been totally decimated by the white crud, the Cochineal crud, which you can see on some of these paddles, or whatever they call them. See all the waste on the ground. And they've come back with a vengeance. I mean, it's really amazing. Mother Nature at its best. I mean, I thought these things were all totally dead. And they are so thick and plump and happy. I had seen some new growth on them before I left, but I had no idea that it would be like this. You know, I thought that these things that had probably been growing for 50 to 100 years had just, you know, were kicking the bucket. But I mean, these things are huge and they're so thick. My gosh, look at how thick they are. They're just happy. I guess it's kind of like a forest. When a forest gets a forest fire, if the foundation is strong, it fights back and gets stronger and stronger and stronger. The survival of the fittest. You can see all the destruction down here, and yet you can see how powerful the new growth is. Of course, you wouldn't know that unless you'd seen some of my previous reporting. Prickly pear. I guess nōpalli prickly pear. I don't know if that's synonymous, but these get prickly pears on them, as you can see up there. They're going to be blossoming here soon. This is one that pretty much bit the dust, but then I see some new growth right there and there. I wonder how these things propagate. That was something I didn't look at. They're just beautiful. Huh? Maybe that's part of the life of one of these plants, one of these cacti. They succumb. It's part of getting rid of the old dead leaves. Get eaten, sucked dry, and I'm pretty sure it's called Cochineal. It's what it does is it sucks out of the plant, and then Native Americans used to use the bugs for dye. It's, I think, carmine? The color red. It's a really bright fuchsia, which is apparent on my earlier videos. So at the point where the infestation is really overcome one of these paddles, they start puffing up, turning red. Like, look at this devastation here. And then look at that. Look at how many prickly pears are on some of those. That one way up there, I mean, my gosh, they're on the side. You don't see that very often. As I'm looking at all of these, there's one way up there. The very tallest ones seem to have so many on them. And then now look at the devastation here below. Oh, Oh, isn't Mother Nature wonderful? The cycle of life. The circle of life. And the bugs of... Oh, here's a good one. This is really a good one here. Showing the contrast of the decimation by the cochineal. These didn't survive this portion. Although part of it did. It's coming back. It's got some strength, and I guess over the decades the rest of this stuff will just dissolve and disappear and become ashes. You can tell by the size of those trunks. These things have been through this a long, many times. Look at this guy. Collapsed upon itself. Oh, here's a portion that really got it. Bit the dust. The ones down there, I think, may get more water. It's more on level ground, so the runoff maybe stays with them better. And this, I don't know, I'm just guessing. Tipped over pretty good. It didn't used to come way out here. Definitely tipped over. But it's coming back strong. Gotta watch where I'm walking here so I don't lose my footing. So many prickly pears. Another week or so and this thing is really going to be these things. This little cactus grove is going to be in total bloom. It'll be beautiful. Incredible contrast. The great-great-grandfather tree, grandmother tree, and all the grandbabies growing out of it. So I'm here again in Val Vista, California, in the middle of acres and acres and acres and acres and acres and acres and acres of grapefruit trees, and a few avocados trees sprinkled in amongst, and a couple orange trees here and there. And we're in the middle of the COVID-19 stay-at-home BS. Actually, I call it the CCP virus, which stands for Chinese Communist Party virus, since it came from China, and I completely, totally believe that it was manufactured in a lab there and was imposed on the world. Anyway. Okay, make it a wonderful day. Go out and perform a random act of kindness. Subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below. And give yourself a big hug. Do something really good for yourself. And share it with another. Pick up some trash. And tell someone, I love you. I love you.